even began.
If we keep running out of it, it means that people like it.
Is this a bad time?
You know what? I've only been here a couple of hours. I'm already ready to kill someone. Sorry, bad joke.
Well, perhaps this will turn things around. I have a lead on Heather Weber's whereabouts the night of the storm.
It's a pity. Franco was so gifted. So special. I'm sure his child would have been too. Unfortunately, Jason's the father. On the bright side, I'm the only one who knows.
Knows what? You said...
So I ran a trace on your car's Easy Pass, and the night that Heather was driving, your pass was scanned on the highway near exit 11.
Okay, so not only did she steal my car, now I'm gonna get charged for freaking toll, too?
Yeah, I guess so. Sorry.
Heather said that she needed to go for her 950 millionth stupid BLT at Kelly's. I swear, you would think that someone that ate that much cholesterol would just drop dead from a heart attack.
You have to admit the BLT at Kelly's is pretty astounding.
Not when they're closed, which they were by the time she got there. So she went to the Floating Rib for a drink. Okay, now if you're going from Kelly's to the Floating Rib, the highway's in the completely other direction, am I right?
Which means she was most likely lying about her whereabouts.
So where the hell did Heather really go that night?
Steve, Lars, you shouldn't sneak up on people like that, especially at a hospital. You never know who might have a weak heart.
Weak is not a word I use to describe you or your heart. What's that?
Oh, it's just a brochure. I'm thinking of taking some classes to broaden my horizons.
What are you doing here?
Well, I came to see you. Don't worry, I took a cab. I wouldn't dare borrow Olivia's car after the way she overreacted when I dared to drive myself to the Floating Rib to get a drink.
Okay. You should have never borrowed Olivia's car without permission. Second, you shouldn't leave the apartment without a chaperone, much less go to a bar for a drink.
Well, enough about me. How's your day?
Well, I'm afraid I have some bad news. Sam Morgan lost her baby.
Why is that bad?
A child is dead. Don't you find that sad?
Well, of course I do. I'm just not sure Sam does. I read in the paper that the baby she was carrying was Franco's. I don't think she was very happy about that.
Sure, she was devastated, no matter who the baby's father was. Okay, I understand you want to spend some time with me, but I have rounds.
I understand. You're a brilliant doctor. I would never get in the way of your work. I'll just see you at home.
Actually, I don't want you to leave unsupervised. I have a lunch break coming up.
BLT's at Kelly's?
Maybe. Right now I need to get back to work, so you need to stay right here and don't go slipping off to visit anyone. Okay, I need to know I can trust you.
I was hoping you already did.
That was before you took off on the night of the storm.
Look, Olivia really overreacted.
No, don't make this about Olivia. I'm responsible for you. I need to know where you are. So stay here and don't get into trouble.
What possible trouble could I get into here? Certainly no more trouble than I've already caused. Some might call what I did playing God. I see it as righting a wrong. You're questioning whether you did the right thing. You think I might be certifiable.
Don't say that.
Did Samantha Morgan say something to you?
Sam? What does she have to do with any of this?
Sam has everything to do with it, Olivia. She threatened to turn my son against me.
If you breathe a word of this to Jason before I am ready to tell him,
You'll what?
I will have a little conversation with Stephen and let him know that you sold your cousin's baby just like you sold him.
Stephen knows I'm not perfect.
Oh, there's imperfect, and then there's you, Heather. I mean, I would hate for something to come out to change Stephen's opinion of you. He is the one keeping you out of Ferncliff.
A mother would do anything to protect her child. If Samantha didn't know that, it's time she learned.
Okay, Heather used The Easy Pass out by exit 11. Right, that's out by the Rendezvous Motel. What the hell would you be doing all the way out there?
Or perhaps she had a rendezvous of her own.
Oh, spare me the visual. She just got released from a facility for the criminally insane. Spinelli, who's going to get involved in someone who is legitimately certifiable?
What happens all the time with high-profile criminals and killers? You know, the people correspond with letters, they form an attachment, sometimes even fall in love.
I understand maybe a prisoner, but a mental patient? I mean, I guess every pot's got a lid.
Certainly, and maybe it's actually safer than our real relationship.
I don't really see your logic there.
By picking a person whose movements are restricted by either prison or institution, there's little chance of losing their affections to another.
Where are you?
Sam made my own son doubt me. She could have ruined my chance to have a real relationship with Stephen Lars. My one shot at happiness. So I did what any mother would have done. I returned the favor, and I ruined any chance Sam had at happiness. All it took was a few keystrokes.
I'll see what else I can uncover about Heather's whereabouts, or who she may have been meeting with that night.
Thanks, Spinelli. I'm sure you got a lot better things to do than keeping tabs on Steve's mother.
I welcome the distraction. Anything to keep my mind off of Maxie.
That's right. I'm sorry, honey. It's got to be really tough to watch the woman you love marry someone else.
When all is lost, people look for someone or something to hold on to. That one ray of hope to guide them out of the darkness. Too bad Sam and Jason will never know that baby was really theirs. Or that he's still alive and well living in Landview, Pennsylvania.
Mom.
See? Right where you left me. I was just sitting here thinking about Sam and her baby.
Were you?
It's so awful. I wish there was something I could do to make it up to her.
I hope Spinelli figures out what Heather's up to soon. I don't want your mother to hurt you any more than she already has.
I'm so sorry, Sam. I know the pain of losing a child.
My baby died. I didn't...
You didn't sell him. Like I sold Stephen Lars. It's all right. We're working through it. I just hope that you can be comforted by the fact that your baby's in a better place.